My name's Pariya Taherzadeh and I was born in Iran. In about 1979 was the Iranian Revolution.
It began just after midday.
It was an Islamic government that started to take over. For someone like my mum, it was really hard to live in Iran. She did lose her freedom and her right to make decisions. And she decided once I was born, it was time to leave. She packed up, sold everything that she had in her possession and paid people smugglers to get her out of the country. I was about 8 months old. It was scary for my mum to leave Iran, especially with having to flee on camelback with 15 other strangers that she doesn't know. And she had family back home and my dad that were worried and didn't know if she was literally dead or alive with me. On the way from Iran to Pakistan border, the security were asking for passports. And of course my mum didn't have one and neither did her friend. One particular lady that was travelling with us said, "This is my daughter-in-law and that's her sister," and distracted the officers, and so they didn't have to show passports. She risked her life. She didn't know my mum and she was like, "Okay, I'm going to help these two strangers."
Get your tissue.
Yes, please. By the time we got to Australia, it was difficult for me to go to school and not know the language and also be an outcast. I studied social science. I did all different types of work. I wanted to get to broadcasting and radio, but I never really found my footing. I kind of got to my 30s and I felt like time was running out. My mum came to this country to be able to give me my freedom, to allow me to make a choice. I thought if I didn't make use of that now, then she made the journey and risked her life. And I wouldn't have made the most of it if I didn't go ahead and do what I wanted to do. That's when I looked into AFTRS. Not only did I get into the course, but then I was also awarded this amazing opportunity. I was the recipient for the Selwyn Spate Diversity Scholarship. While I was there, I ended up creating and telling my mum's story about how we escaped. It was called Escape from Iran. I ended up submitting it into the New York Radio Festival Awards. I won a gold and a silver. My mum was amazingly proud and also I think surprised that anyone would want to hear her own story. For her to be able to share it and have me tell it, I think, is the special part. The scholarship has done so much more for my career than I could have absolutely ever imagined, genuinely ever imagined.